All right, so we're going to finish up Unit 1 with Learning Targets 18 through 21 presentation, which deals with foundations in biology. We're going to talk about the characteristics of living things briefly. We'll talk about them more in depth at a future date, and we'll also talk about levels of organization. So characteristics of living things. Number one, all living things are composed of cells. And the best way to describe cells is that cells are the basic unit of life. Life cannot exist without at least one cell. Number two, all living things reproduce. There's two different types of reproduction. You have sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is when two parents produce a genetically different offspring or offsprings. Asexual reproduction is when one parent produces genetically identical offspring. Characteristic number three, all living things have a genetic code. DNA is a genetic code found in living things. Again, remember DNA is deoxyribose nucleic acid. Number four, all living things grow and develop. Growth means getting bigger. Development means changing with age. Number five, all living things obtain and use energy. So with this is known as the metabolism, which is the sum of all the reactions in an organism. So whether it be making their own food or consuming food, food has to be either made or consumed and broken down in order to burn or use and burn energy. Number six, all living things respond to stimuli. So what is a stimuli? Well, a stimuli is something acting on an organism from its environment. Okay. For example, if you get too hot, you find somewhere to go cool down. If you get too cold, then you find somewhere to go warm up. That's responding to stimuli. Number seven, all living things maintain stable living conditions, and this is known as homeostasis. Homeostasis is the state of an organism at its normal living levels. And number eight, all living things as a whole change over time. Evolution is the change of a population over time. All right, so let's look at the organization of living things, and we will start largest and work our way down to smallest. So first you have the biosphere. Biosphere is the largest and most complex level of study. This includes the whole Earth, including all living and non-living factors. Again, living factors are animals. Non-living factors, say like the wind or temperature. Next level down is the biome. A biome is a large area with similar climate and communities. This also includes living and non-living factors. So now we're starting to get more focused as we move down this list. Number three, you have an ecosystem. All of the living and non-living factors in a particular area. A farm can be an ecosystem, by the way. It's actually a good ecosystem. Number four is a community. All of the living factors in an area. This is a group of population. So once you get to the community level, now we're just focusing on living things, okay? Number five, population. A group of organisms of the same species that live in the same area. Number six, a single living individual. Okay, an organism. Number six is an organism, which is a single living individual. We can still get smaller than this if we get more focused with our organization of that single individual. Then you have organ systems. An organ system is a group of organs that perform specific functions for the whole organism. For example, the nervous system, the digestive system, the cardiac system. An organ is a group of tissues that perform closely related functions. And if you're catching on, the next is tissues. Tissue is a group of similar cells that perform a specific function. Next is cell, and we already said that cell is the basic unit of life. Below cell is a molecule. A molecule is a single unit of a compound. It also can be described as a group of atoms. And then last but not least is the atom. An atom is the basic unit of matter. And I know you can go smaller with protons, electrons, neutrons, so on and so forth. But we're going to stop there at atoms, okay? So be sure you complete the video form for this and be looking for your study guide. And also don't forget about your metric quiz that is also on your pacing guide. If you have questions, be sure you let me know. Thank you.